G. Michael Vasey with the Earth Magic Brunner channel. I've talked about peripheral people in a couple of my videos and some of the strange things that's happened as I've dowsed energy lines here in and around Brunner, Czech Republic. I've also talked and written a lot, including a book or three, about the strange shaman that I bumped into a few years ago and his activities in the area of the castle just behind me here. Well, that meeting seems to have put me on a journey that now involves my girlfriend Eva, as we go dowsing together now. And it's Eva who can start to verify for me some of the strange things that we and I experience along the way. This last Sunday, for example, as we hunted across the Czech countryside, miles and miles and miles of countryside for two Type 4 energy lines associated with the Templar alignment, it seemed that everywhere I stopped, there we found the line, or one of the lines. It got to the point where Eva started to wonder if we weren't being guided by some strange force. I think we were. On the Saturday, I went out alone to check on some points from a previous mapping exercise and to look for a few more just to get a better sense of how to lay out the map of the line. One of the points that I went to try to measure involved driving up a private road past several factory buildings that were being built, walking over the building site and into a farmer's field, and there I joined a footpath and found the female and male lines along a 300 metre section of the footpath. As I checked for the middle of the female line and found it, I noticed an arrangement of three pieces of material on the ground forming an arrow pointing in the direction that the line went. Well, two of the pieces were broken bits of building material, and on the top was what looked like a lump of congealed mud. I immediately thought of the shaman and his strange designs. Then on Sunday, as we arrived at our last stop, a place called Devět křížů, and found the female Mokosh line there, we found another similar design. Again, it comprised just three pieces, this time sticks. Again, pointing in the direction of the line and placed at its midpoint as we had dowsed it. Eva saw this one too, and she agreed it did seem to have been placed as opposed to being just a coincidence. So, are we being guided? Is the shaman still active and showing his presence? Well, let's not forget the time that I was following a new line in the city centre and found three stone pillars dressed as people. The middle was a female, and the two outer pillars were dressed as men. There was telltale tobacco left on these stone pillars, and I know that the shaman left them. Now, think about Devět křížů with 9 crosses, and the central one supposedly marking the body of a woman, and the other 8 representing the wedding party and murderers. 3 pieces of wood? This is the liminal peripheral world encroaching on mine, ours, as we douse in a meditational state. Are we guided? Yes, I'm absolutely sure that we are. And somewhere along the line, I still think my shaman is involved.